It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Wednesday, May 16th, 2018. It is 7 a.m. and another beautiful day in store for North Arkansas and Southern Missouri.
I'm loving the mornings, I'll be honest.
Talk for a minute. I got a cough. Excuse me.
How are you this morning, Jerry? I'm good.
The weather is
allergies.
Perfect. Yesterday, a high of about 81. My gosh.
It
was
nice.
This weather.
Yeah. Really nice. Well, welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis and Jerry Hogan. And things are good.
Things are great.
You betcha.
It's a beautiful morning. Going to be a beautiful day. I'm ready to go.
What's in your coffee? Oh, you drinking coffee?
No, I got water.
He's got water.
I got water this
You
morning.
got coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is no strong coffee, only weak men.
How's the brew today?
It's very good.
Yeah,
very
we're drinking
tasty.
Brood Awakening coffee, and as soon as Scooter puts that logo up there, we'll talk about Brood Awakening coffee, best coffee in town. 3 locations to serve you: Balmer Boulevard, BRMC lobby, and 62 East Plaza, out by Anytime Fitness.
We're right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come by, watch the show, grab a cup of coffee, enjoy
A couple
life.
chairs over here, a couple chairs there.
Floor here if you
Floor
want to
right
do the
there.
hippie thing.
Yeah.
Or Chinese or
Pull up some concrete, have a seat.
Japanese. One of the knees.
Check out Brood Awakening coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, just drinking muddy water. And check out, they've got cinnamon rolls and all kinds of things going on.
Oh, nice little muffins with
Yeah.
the big frosty. I don't know if that's sour cream topping or what.
Whatever
I'm
it
not
is,
a
it's good.
bakery dude, but it's delicious.
It's good, I'll tell you. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah,
They are.
they're good.
They're going to be able to taste as well. This will be, I think, their 5th taste with us. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They're going to be there good.
Cool.
And so, check out Brood Awakening Coffee. 3 locations to serve you right here in Mountain Home. Appreciate them sponsoring Down on the Corner program. And, of course, Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas. Bring you the morning prayer each and every day. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect, when the need arises. Be sure to choose Roller Funeral Homes. They will treat you with the utmost respect and dignity and work like crazy to meet your expectations. So,
Great people over there.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas. Let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, in 2 Chronicles 7:14, it says, "If my people are called by my name, shall humble themselves, pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, and I will hear from heaven and forgive their sin and heal their land." So there it is in black and white. All we need to do is obey God. But why is something so easy now so hard? It's like a parent saying, "Now you behave." But we blunder through life. Some people say, "I'm trying to find myself." Let's get real. That's a cop-out. Lord, I pray you help us to rediscover your word, your commandments, and your holy scripture. And that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas. With all our respect, across the state of Arkansas, Roller Funeral Homes.
And now for
Time
the
weather.
beautiful weather.
Brought to you by Gregg Farm Services, on the farm, around the home, and in the community. Gregg Farm Services, both in Mountain Home and Midway. And let's see what's going on. Don't forget, they're not accepting vendor registration for their Gregg's Wildlife Expo coming up on August 11th. Yes, it's June, July, August, 3 months out. The Baxter County Fairgrounds from 9 to 3 on that day. You can see right here, attractions currently scheduled. There's vendor registration is open, and there's a $25 booth fee for commercial vendors. So be sure to check that out. You see a booth right there from First Security Bank participating in that last year. Gregg's Farm Services, the red, white, and blue sale continues now through Memorial Day weekend. Find anything in the store that is red, white, and blue, and you can get 25% off. And no, Jerry, you can't go in carrying 3 cans of paint and start painting everything.
I don't see that in the stipulations anywhere.
Would you do that?
I would.
And, of course, Gregg Farm Services, your source for bunting, flags, flagpoles, miniature flags, spinners, pinwheels, and yard ornaments for Memorial Day, 4th of July. Check out their great sales on the mowers from Husqvarna, Exmark, Cub Cadet, all kinds of great mowers right there. And there's even a free chainsaw offer.
I like that red, white, and blue cart they got up there in the corner.
Where?
You just scrolled past it. It was in the corner. Little garden cart.
Yeah,
red,
yeah.
white, and blue.
Boy, I need that. I need that. Yeah. It's already $20 off, so you don't need to get another. It's got a good price on it. It's $79.99.
But if we painted it red, white, and blue, you get another discount.
I want to make it where they pay me to take the thing. That's the kind of discount I like.
I think that kind of goes against what we're supposed to do with advertising.
Kind of hard to make money that way.
That's reverse advertising.
Check out the free chainsaw with purchase of any long tractor zero turn in stock. You get an MS-170 steel chainsaw. Very nice model. I have that model myself. Fine little chainsaw and does the job that I needed to do. Also, the Husqvarna 10, 20, 30 sale going on right now. 10% off any hand tool in stock, 20% off a second piece of equipment, and 30% off a third tool. So be sure to check out all the specials at Gregg Farm Services. They bring you the morning weather where we are showing. I'm going to refresh this. It's saying 61. Is that right? Is it that cool outside?
It was lovely driving in.
It was.
Sure was.
It was.
Beautiful.
Air was perfect.
Yep. 63 degrees in Mountain Home, 64 at Harrison, 71 at Hardy, 59 in Mountain View. Woo! Nice down there.
Nice
Yellville at 62, Marshall at 59, Calico Rock at 63. Around the region, St. Louis at 64, Poplar Bluff is already at 69, Branson at 64, West Plains at 63. Watford City, North Dakota, starting the morning at 50 degrees.
Heat wave.
Wow, they'll be in the swimming pools today up there. Wow.
That's warm for them.
It is. It really is. Yeah, because there's times we were 9 degrees here and they were 9 below, so 18 degrees difference. Now I want to refresh this one more time. Scooter, I'm going to hit that one more time. I'm showing some shower activity in Oklahoma. I'm going to hit the central part of Oklahoma. You can see shower activity from Tulsa back to Oklahoma City, up to the Texas state line there in Oklahoma. Not a lot of showers or heavy showers, but just moderate showers there. On the national radar, as you can see there, just boom,
So
boom,
I
boom.
don't know where you're going. You're going back from national to local to national to local.
Oops.
Keep him on his toes, Dale. Make him work.
See, that's why they call him.
Usually he starts with the national.
That's
and
why
he
they call
goes
him
through
director.
locals,
He's
so-
kind of supposed to know what I'm supposed to do,
Right.
but I
Yeah.
kind of
But
do become.
directing you is a whole other ballgame.
That's a knuckleball and 2 curves right there. So, anyway, you can see shower activity throughout the region through Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and the eastern part of Tennessee. Just all throughout the southeast, really a lot of shower activity going on. Okay, I'm going to hit the radar stop in St. Louis. Ready?
Yep.
All right, the St. Louis radar, they're showing a little bit of shower activity north of Columbia, Missouri. They're north of I-70. Nothing in the St. Louis region. You can see Poplar Bluff, Rolla, Lebanon on I-44, and a little bit west on I-70. And let's see, I'm going to back out and go to the southwest Missouri radar here, Scooter. You see the rest of Missouri here. Kansas City, I-70, Sedalia, Columbia, all the way into St. Louis. I-44, Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, Rolla going into St. Louis is clear. Now we'll check the Little Rock stop. A little bit showing up to the southeast of I-30, just around the Hot Springs area. And that's about it in the state. Scattered showers that could be popping up that are not even hitting the radar right now on I-40 west towards Fort Smith out of Little Rock. Your highways in Arkansas, 62, 412 east-west are clear. Highway 65 north-south, Little Rock, Branson looks good. 67, 167, Batesville, Poplar Bluff from Little Rock in good shape. Highway 63 and 555 interstate from Jonesboro looking good. I-30 though towards Texarkana, well, let's say towards Hot Springs from Little Rock, a little bit of shower activity right there. And there may be a little bit more popping up that's I haven't refreshed radar in a couple minutes now. So anyway, interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, with the exception of that little bit of shower on 30. Everything looks good right there. And so we got a chance of rain throughout the week. 'Tis the season, you know.
Cool temps and rain. I'll take it.
You reckon?
Yep.
Let's see what they say in the forecast.
Better than the alternative.
You can follow along at home, www.weather.gov. Tonight, 20% chance of shower activity. Thursday, 20% all the way through the day. Friday, mostly sunny, then a slight chance of thunder showers, a high of 86 on Friday, high of 85 on Thursday, high of 82 today. Saturday, we're looking at a high of 89 with a 40% chance of showers. And just with the heat and humidity and the dew point, you got to watch the dew point. See, right now our dew point is matched at the temperature. We're at a 63 dew point, humidity of 100%. That dew point range, they say, well, a dew point of 65 is like, my clothes are starting to stick. Then a dew point of 70 is kind of muggy out here. Then a dew point of 75 is Jerry's hair starts falling apart. You know, and you get a dew point of 80, forget it. Go inside and turn on the
Afro man.
Yeah. And me, I drive with the window down, so my hair looks like Clem Cadiddlehopper, you know, so. With the dew points, wow, really get you. Jerry, what we got coming up around town?
All right, community calendar, we have Hanging Out in the Hangar. That's this Saturday, May 19th at 5 p.m., Baxter County Fairgrounds. There's going to be a silent auction, cakewalk, food, drinks, 50-50 drawing, live music with Crooked Creek. Tickets are $30 or $50 per couple. This goes to benefit the support house at Baxter called Murock Family Education Center on Aging. And then on Friday, May 18th, Christ Community Church at Mountain Home, we have our Alzheimer's Arkansas. It's from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Free for the family and friend caregivers. There will be free financial support available for respite care, free breakfast and lunch provided. For more information, call 501-224-0021. Then next Tuesday, May 22nd, at the Dunbar Auditorium at 6:30 p.m., we will have This Is My Father's World.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Come celebrate the gift of music with the Sky Meadow Youth Orchestra. And I think we have them on
Thursday.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. They played at the Marion County Republican dinners, not this year, but last year and the year before, maybe 2 years ago. Wow. Really, really good.
Maybe they can help you on your singing.
Oh, I don't need no. I'm going to help them. May 18th, the Chamber Golf Tournament. This is very important. 18th Annual Golf Tournament. This goes to benefit our chamber. Team tickets are $230 per team. But listen to all this you get. You get a lunch, beverages, golf cart, one mulligan per player, and prizes at the end of the day. That's a chamber golf tournament this Friday at 8 a.m. It's a shotgun start, so get your team, get out there. And we have a very big, I'm going to shut this down now because we have a pretty big event coming up, Taste of the Twin Lakes, and we have Jennifer Porter with us. So
well, let's take that break, and that way we can just spend 15 minutes talking about that. So what?
Sounds good.
What's it? Let's talk real quick. Old Time Restaurant special today.
Old Time Restaurant. Today is one day we got breakfast burritos this morning. Have you had one of our breakfast burritos?
Oh, yeah.
They're not like a little mini burrito. These are burritos. They're packed full of goodness.
You got to roll the R. Burritos.
Burrito.
Yes.
I didn't know you could do that.
I'm from Texas.
And for lunch, we've got two different, you got a choice of two different ones. We got ham and beans or liver and onions. Both come with two sides, roll of cornbread, $6.88. Can't beat it.
I tell you what, and I had the special for lunch on Monday, that chicken
fried steak.
Oh, man. Oh, good stuff.
That's hard to beat. That's a good go-to food right there.
Check out Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. It's time for a quick break. Be right back.
More than just propane, Reeves Propane provides you full-service propane delivery as well as tank and piping installation. We are your dependable choice, offering the very best in personal service with on-time deliveries and competitive prices. Reeves Propane also sells and installs tankless water heaters and appliances and can even convert your gas cook stove to liquid propane. So no need to fuss and cuss about bad service. Call us at Reeves Propane. We greatly appreciate your business and God bless.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the Square in Mountain Home.
Hi, I'm Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. If anybody needs trash service in the area, please give us a call. Arch Trash Service is veteran owned, and I've been in the local area resident for over 20 years. I'll provide a better service than the other guys and even provide front door service trash pickup for those that aren't able to take their trash to the curb. We'll also pick up almost anything and even provide free recycling. I am Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup, and please give me a call for all your trash service needs.
Alzheimer's Arkansas announces their 2018 Mountain Home Hope for the Future on Friday, May 18th, 2018 at Christ Community Church at 759 Highway 62 in Mountain Home, Arkansas from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Free for family and friend caregivers, free financial support available for respite care, and free breakfast and lunch provided. For more information, you can call Alzheimer's Arkansas at 501-224-0021 or visit them at www.alzark.org/hope for the future. With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support, and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
You already
7:16, almost 7:17. Jennifer Searing going to be talking about the 10th annual Taste of the Twin Lakes.
10th annual, awesome.
And Jerry's going to join us here. You know more about it than I do, so let's promote
Jerry?
this.
It's just food, man. I'm gonna let Jennifer tell you what it benefits. I know there's a lot of food.
Have you been?
I
think you
have. I've
Yeah.
been several times.
Good,
Yeah.
good. It's good to know.
I
Yeah.
love it. If there's food, count me in, man.
I mean, we're super proud of the fact that we're in our 10th year.
That's awesome.
I mean, if you think about charitable events, they generally run their course. But ours just keeps getting bigger and better, and I'm sure it's the food. I mean, who doesn't love to eat wonderful food and sample food from all around the Twin Lakes area? And we sell it out every year, and we're very proud of that.
Well, here it is on Facebook, Taste, The Taste. It says the 10th annual Taste of the Twin Lakes. And I'm going to scroll down. Scooter, hang on to me here, and we'll scroll down here. Details. Tickets go on sale May 1st for $45 at the Serenity office. And you got that? You want to read that list, or you want me to?
No, sure. Would you like to read the list? It's quite the expansive list. We're super
Purple
proud
Door
of it.
and Integrity First Bank. That must be your main
For
sponsors.
ticket, those are ticket
Locations. And let's see. Restaurants include Letty's, Hello Cupcakes, PJ's on the White River, Printing Press Cafe, the Overlook at, what's that, Giftiques?
Giftiques, yes, sir.
The Bookworm, Brood Awakenings. How do you pronounce that? Kuyuns? Kuyans?
That's that wonderful new Cajun
Couillon.
restaurant.
Oh.
Have you guys not dined
No,
there
I
yet?
need to go. I
Oh
love
my
Cajun.
goodness.
I love Cajun.
And they are the nicest people.
love
they're
Cajun
so,
food.
they just want to make everyone happy, and
Yeah,
they're
the
happy to
lake-
be here.
Yeah. The Lake Country Cookhouse, Big Daddy Seafood, Holy Smokes Barbecue, Avery's Eatery, 9th Street Grill, Smiley's Happy Food Catering, Warren's Norfolk Lake Grill in Gamelia.
He hasn't opened yet, so he's going to open probably the day after the taste. He's, I think, the newer restaurants get a great boost from the taste because people can come and sample their food and who haven't even been in to visit with them yet, and that gives them a nice new customer base. Plus, as a restaurant signing up for the taste, you receive a lot of free advertising because we do, a lot of in-kinds. We did in-kind with Reynolds Media. We also do that with KTLO and Twin Lakes Radio and the Baxter Bulletin and any other advertising outlet that would like to be a sponsor.
Wow.
So their name and their list and their information goes in all of that, so they get that wonderful advertising. Along with, of course,
You get excited
having a
about this,
booth.
don't you?
I do.
Yeah,
I
you
love
can see
it.
the excitement on her face.
Yeah, it's been my baby for a long time. This is my 8th year doing it myself, even though it's in its 10th year. Now our first year, We were not at the fairgrounds. It's a good story. We were at the Ramada, in their convention space. And if y'all have been in their convention space, you know that it's not very big.
I remember when that was the biggest room in the county.
Well, for sure,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
And they go, oh my
and it's
goodness, look at this huge room.
Well, it's a beautiful room. It has those brick walls. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous. It just isn't very conducive to stick a lot of restaurants in. So, so we moved to the fairgrounds after that. But yes, it's aside from all the wonderful food that you can sample, if you purchase a ticket and attend, we have a live and silent auction, and we do beer and wine sales. And all of your non-alcoholic beverages are free, water, soda, all of that. We happily hand those out to folks, and we actually take care of you at your table. Board members do and volunteers do. So when you arrive and you sit at your table, we make sure that you have everything you need, and we teach you how you can vote. That's the fun part. When you come in, you get a little bag that has 2 voting, well, one's a rock and actually one's like a plastic round thing. But you vote for your favorite restaurant for fine and casual dining.
There you go.
And it's a big deal. The restaurants, they really fight it out for that. They all want to win that. And then we have some chefs that actually judge the food as well. So you can win in best appetizer, entree, and dessert in both fine and casual dining as well through the judges. So, and at the very end of the show, we give out all the awards and take wonderful pictures. And
Fun.
Letty's has a wall of all of their Taste of Twin Lakes plaques. They have won every year something, be it an appetizer award or best of show, that kind of thing. And they're such wonderful people and so supportive. And they come every year and they proudly show off their plaques. And most restaurants do. It's an award. They've worked hard for it, and it shows that their food,
kind of like the people's choice.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And so it's a big deal for them. They can say, yes, my food was so fantastic that I received this wonderful award. So
Now on the screen we've got Jennifer Porter, Serenity. Let's talk a little bit about Serenity and what you do. And for folks that don't know.
Okay. Serenity is a domestic violence shelter. We have been open since 1988 in the Twin Lakes area. We started out in a very small 2-story home, and about 4 years ago we decided to remodel was actually a commercial building. It used to be like an antique mall. We decided to remodel that and actually own our own building, and so we could house more ladies, and I think do a better job. We're able to offer more services in that building and do more. And we are the only second out in the open shelter in the state of Arkansas. A lot of debate and discussion went into that, but we really felt like having people know where we are would facilitate more women knowing about us.
Yeah.
Being a nonprofit, you have a very small marketing budget, so I think it helps to have people know where you are so they can come and get help.
And when you come into Baxter County, let's say you come in from Jonesboro, Highway 62, 63, and you cross the lake, you thought, oh, what a beautiful area. You see the rivers, you see the lakes, you see the trees, and just the nice little towns.
It is, and it's a beautiful town.
And then in the closet is this problem of domestic violence. And I think 2017 compared to 16, domestic violence was up 27% in 17 as compared to 16, which is 27% too much.
Yes.
When you're adding that percentage to the previous, that means you've got an issue here.
Well, I mean, it's not just here by any means.
Well, yeah, it's everywhere.
It's nationwide.
Yeah.
It is. I think it's a little harder in a small town to handle it, though, because our resources, in terms of how many shelters there are that can take in ladies, we're a small town, and we have people who come from Texas and come from Alaska wanting to be sheltered. Sometimes that's because they have family here and they left their abuser elsewhere, and sometimes they've just got in their car and drove and decided that this was the best place to stop. I mean, that happens.
Really?
And we do a lot of outreach work as well. We have a lot of ladies who come for counseling and do group. I think group is very therapeutic. And, having that support quite often will encourage the ladies to be able to stand on their own,
Right.
and to be able to take care of themselves on their own and their children. I mean, that's really daunting if you've never done that by yourself, and being put in that position, especially if you weren't the main breadwinner. It's a very scary thing.
I did some research on this when we did the radio ad back 2 or 3 years ago, and 97% of abused and battered women will normally go back to the abuser 4 times before they ever say that's enough. And 97% won't even be prosecuted because they'll drop the charges.
And the interesting part about the charges thing is that technically, in terms of state law for Arkansas, the woman doesn't. The prosecutor actually brings the charges.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so actually the woman can't drop the charges per se. But what does happen is that the woman will go and talk to the prosecutor and tell him that she would really prefer it if we drop them.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to make her feel comfortable. So
Right.
that's generally what happens. And the rationale.
They get scared.
They do.
They get
I mean,
scared.
they get scared for numerous reasons. They're afraid that something else might happen to them. They're afraid of having to take care of a household alone. They're afraid of maybe always being alone. Depending on what kind of abuse and how emotionally battered they were, they may not feel like anyone else will ever love them again.
Yeah.
And you hear those things.
Oh, yeah.
And it's,
Scary.
once someone has done that, when you beat someone physically, the physical abuse is a big deal. But what that does to your mind is a much bigger deal. And that's what you can't get over. Bruises fade. But, the things that you can
The
do to your
emotional
mind do
scar.
not. Yes, they do not. So
So
we're just proud to be able to serve these ladies. We stay full most of the time. We can hold 25. And
beautiful
on any
facilities. Got to tour
and
about.
thank you so much for touring, by the way.
It's very nice.
Thank you. Any given day, 5 to 7 of the folks who were with us are children.
Mm.
And so you have to think about that too. You have to think about the effects on children when their families have a domestic violence issue. It can go either way in terms of psychological reports that either they'll be absolutely against that happening and be very strong against it as adults, or they can mimic the situation because that's what they know. So the best thing that we can do, absolutely hands down, is to remove mom and the kids from that household.
When the male is the abuser, the male on the female as the abuser, is this, let me think, let me choose my words carefully here. Is it a self-esteem problem within the man?
Well, you and I had a great conversation
Yeah.
about that when you visited the shelter. There's a lot of schools of thought on that. Some people say that they're bullies, right? And a bully can have a self-esteem issue, and that's
Yeah.
how they
Oh,
lash
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And then they can just have an anger problem. That's not necessarily a self-esteem issue. There's so many things that can go on in your psyche that, for us to understand all of them, I don't know that we ever will. But I think we do the best we can.
And what about the financial stress of having a family? Even if it's mom and dad and one child, there's financial responsibilities.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I had to buy new tires yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking about how many of our ladies, when they come in with their vehicles, they have these poor worn out tires. And I thought, my goodness, well, I just spent, XYZ number of dollars. No wonder.
Mhm.
It's when you live in that socioeconomic status,
Yep.
anything like that can be a huge stressor in the household because you can't afford to do it. And like your tires on your car, that's a huge deal for you to get back to work, for you to take care of your children. And I would say that most of the folks who live in that 20% couldn't afford to do that, let alone your
And,
car breaks down
I see
at
a lot of
all,
cars.
or
You see these cars that are.
you have an emergency.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to pay for that.
How many times I've seen that little donut spare?
Yeah.
I think, don't drive too far on that thing. Don't drive too far on that thing.
But you know how many? You'd be surprised at how many people we meet that they'll wear it till they have to.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I'd say absolutely, socioeconomic stress is a big deal.
Yeah. Taste of the Twin Lakes coming up on the 5th of June, the 10th annual Taste of the Twin Lakes. Can you throw that graphic back up there?
Yep.
And tickets are on sale at Integrity First Bank, Serenity's offices, and the Purple Door.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
It is. You're coming, right?
Well,
I might have to drag you.
we'll see. Right now, I'm not making any promises for anything.
Well, we would love to have everyone. If you haven't come to the taste, you should. You get to
I'd
eat
love
from.
to be
you
there.
get to sample food from 15 magnificent restaurants, and you'll see so many people you know. I think that's like a big part of it. It's become like a community thing because we see the same people every year,
Yeah.
and it's so fun to see them because a lot of them, it's one of those things where you only see them at that event. And, it's like a time to visit with your neighbors and while you're enjoying good food that you didn't have to cook. So
Don't you know that'd be so good? All those restaurants listed. Can we hit that once again? We can't really see it that well on the screen. Let's pull it back up one more time. See if I can hit it. Letty's, Hello Cupcakes, PJ's on the White River, Cream Press Cafe, Overlook at Gift Geeks, The Bookworm, Brood Awakenings, and Kuyans.
Good job, sir.
There you go. The
Cajun
Lake
buddies.
Country Cookhouse, Big Daddy Seafood, Holy Smokes, Avery's Eatery, 9th Street Grill, Smiley's Happy Food Catering, Warren's Norfolk Lake Grill. And Where's the new restaurant going to be? Is that the old?
The old River Rock. In
Gamelia?
Yes, as you go towards Bakersfield, it's on the left. It was that.
Really? Oh yeah. I know about where it's at. That'd be fun. All right, the Taste of Twin Lakes, 10th annual Taste of Twin Lakes, June 5th. Tickets on sale now. They can stop by Serenity and
the Integrity First Bank and the Purple Door.
Very good. It's gonna be fun.
Well, I was thinking about when, here's Jerry reading off all these wonderful fundraisers, and only in this amazing community could we have this many fundraisers that are successful.
Oh yeah.
Because everyone's so wonderfully charitable. I love it. Love it.
It is nice.
All right, let's support Serenity. It's very important, We've got these issues in the Twin Lakes area, and so you got to have money to operate. So we're going to take a break. Aaron Bristol's here. Come visit with him for a few minutes. Scooter, how about a few commercials there?
Be right back.
You already know that Ferris mowers are the only mowers on the market with a patented spring suspension system, saving you time in the seat, less back stress, and a professional even cut every time. You already know that Mower Warehouse is the only area dealership that will accept your mower trade-in. But did you know that a truckload of discounted 2017 models just arrived at Mower Warehouse, allowing you the pleasure of saving hundreds of dollars on your next mower purchase of a new Ferris or Simplicity zero-turn machine? Come check out the parking lot sale at Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
It's coming up on 7:35, and Aaron Bristol's here. Good to see you.
Good morning.
It's been a few years.
It has. It has. It's good to be here with you.
So how you been?
I've been doing well.
Yep.
I've been doing well. Busy, but like we were just talking about, busy's what we need to be.
Yeah.
Busy's, if we're not busy, we're probably getting in trouble.
I know Scooter does. He's
Well, he's always busy. He can't get in trouble. Right?
What?
That's why we make so many blunders on the show. That way he can edit all day long.
Gotta get somebody doing something.
So you're running for JP
in District 2. Up Clark Ridge, Promised Land, Oakland.
Yep.
And
what prompted you to throw your hat in that ring? Just for a change?
Yes. I wanted to get a taste of, for most of my youth, I was really and up through my 30s, I was apolitical. And I realized at one point that the old adage about don't talk about politics and religion was horse hockey, because those are the things that really affect our lives.
What's in the news right now?
Well, and you can only talk about the weather for so long, but politics and religion is where you live.
Yeah.
And so that's something we shouldn't avoid. And so I thought, and as a homeschooling father, I thought this would be an opportunity to teach my kids a little bit about this.
Yeah. So how's the campaign going?
I have no idea.
A small local race is kind of hard to judge. You just get out there, you get some campaign signs, get some push cards and stuff like that.
Right. Well, my Lucy Soltisic, I want to get her name right, is it my opponent? She's been there six years. She's had 3 terms, and this is kind of what she does. And she's involved in the fire departments, and she's very community minded.
Sure.
I think it's time for some new blood. I think things ought to turn over on a regular basis in the political arena.
And you mentioned Lucy and the fire departments. Back in the radio days, we did some stuff. Jerry and I think Scooter might have been involved with it too when he was there, with these local fire departments. And you look at the age of your volunteers. At one point, I think Tracy, volunteer fire department, 68 and above was your volunteers. Their treasurer was in their 80s. Their chief was early 80s.
It's like meeting with the Gideons. The Gideons tend to be retired businessmen, and if you have your original hair color, then you're kind of an oddity there.
Yeah. I met a guy in Tennessee, worked 37 years with the Gideon. I mean, he actually worked for the Gideon, 37 years, retired from there. Very fine gentleman. But, it's, like you say, is it time for new blood?
I think
younger ideas.
I think the current election cycle, obviously Trump is new blood. He's not political.
I'm glad to see the stuff with Korea finally.
Yes, I'm glad to see stuff moving all around.
Yeah, and the embassy in
Jerusalem.
Promises made for 50, 60 years. There it is. It's done. I watched that ceremony. Really nice.
So, and I would not suggest that I could do something as impressive as that or as bold as that. I don't know if there is a...
Is that your phone going off?
I think it's my phone. It's crazy.
See, no, Scooter's got something to do now. He can edit. Just leave it in there. So I like stuff like that.
And I turned it off,
started hearing this music.
That's my narration music.
Background music. Write a check for the royalty company there. Yeah.
So anyway, I would like to see some. I have an idea about the $18 fee. Obviously, the $18 garbage fee, the $18 waste district fee that was levied upon us by a judge in Little Rock. And
don't you just love the judges in Little Rock that know what's best for up here? that really makes me mad.
And that's another reason.
Because I'm not mistaken, I don't think that I can't think who I was talking to, but they can't keep. We didn't vote on that.
Right.
You know, that was just, okay, this is how it is, and all of a sudden, well, you have to pay $18 a month for 23 years by everybody to pay for this, when we didn't vote on the thing that made it happen to begin with.
There's a lot of intricacies there, and a lot of places where we could come against that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it'll take a class action suit, or I'm not sure what it will take. Maybe a hungry lawyer. They're calling it a service fee. Obviously, we're not receiving a service for that.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of things. Currently, one of our taxing entities is ASUMH. And apparently we're the only county in the state that pays ASUMH. Originally it was voted on as construction help for them. They've not been under construction for some time. So it seems, on the vindictive side, I want to say, well, if the state's going to take money from us, we ought to take money from the state. It's not their money. It's our money. So,
well, you know what I like? You brought up Arkansas State University. What I like is when the Arkansas Democrat puts in highest paid state employees, and the number one highest state employee is the football coach at University of Arkansas. Now wait a minute, he's a state employee,
right?
Well, most of his money comes from TV revenues, like ESPN, CBS. Okay, then let him be hired by CBS, ESPN, or somebody like that. Why is our tax dollars going to fund a $7, $8, $9 million salary when we can barely go 5 and 7, or what do they play? 12 games a year, 10 games a year, Arkansas. He's listed as a state employee, which means those are state dollars paying that salary. Well, they say, oh, the foundation pays some, the TV pays some. When the former coach left, we had to write him a check for $15 million just to leave.
That's steep to fire somebody, or
like, hello,
somebody retire.
And and then number 2 is the basketball coach. So you're spending about $12 million for salaries, and then you got these kids that are $200,000 in debt because they went 4 or 5 years to U of A.
Well, what's our representation there for ASUMH? And I don't know. Do Baxter County residents get better tuition because we pay taxes?
Now through the Mountain Home Education Foundation, I do know that Mountain Home,
you get so many years free.
You get several years free.
Okay.
Yeah, through Mountain Home Education Foundation. So they work together, and it's been a very, very successful
Now,
program.
is that everybody?
I think so.
Who lives in Mountain Home?
I think once you graduated.
Do what?
Isn't there a criteria for that program?
Well, there's a grade point average, I think. What is a 3.25 or higher?
Yes, I think it's a 3.25.
So it's for people who graduated from Mountain Home. Well,
no, I think it'd be back to, I think, Cotter.
Oh, yeah, there's some other schools that qualify.
I'm guessing most of the people who graduate from Mountain Home don't pay taxes.
Yeah.
What about people who homeschool, but their parents pay taxes? What about
Good
people in
questions, yeah.
Christian school?
Yeah.
And pay taxes.
Good point.
It's not. If I have these ideas, it's not rocket science.
Being on that quorum court, you're going to sit there and say, hey, what about this? What about that? New questions being asked.
Right.
Yeah.
And the quorum court, one of the things about it, and the Republican platform for Arkansas says that decisions for people should be made in the political body that's closest to the people.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no political body closer to the people than the quorum court.
Yeah.
And it's been an exciting process to learn. It's also been overwhelming. There's a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of stuff happening, and I cannot imagine the level of hoopla and just the morass of details and politics at the state level, much less going to Washington D.C. That seems.
I'll give you something on the local side. The millage for the library has not been increased since 1953. Now think about the library in 1955. You probably fit every book on this counter. Now look at the library.
Right.
They're at the same millage now as what they were in 1953.
And they received, I want to say $500,000 last year from Baxter County.
That I don't know. I've not I'll probably find it online. What, through grant money or just
taxes?
Taxes. And of course, as the county grew, the taxes would increase.
Well, and the counties, the general fund for the county is only 419,000 or something.
Was it GIF funds?
I don't know.
Or standard funds. General improvement.
The general
account
for the county to run. And just thinking about the budget, knowing that the quorum court works with the budget, and the budget is even in Baxter County is a monstrosity.
Well, and there's going to be some changes there because with the new tax structure that has really helped, it's going to take a lot of burden off the county to fund because you've got the sheriff's office and the jail.
Mhm.
That's two budgets right there. And so when you're looking at $1.3 million to operate something, and then we got the tax to come in starting, I think, January 1st or 2nd next year, that quarter of 1 penny tax, that's going to free up some money in those accounts to kind of help do other things in the county. The county judge comes in once a month.
And my hat's off to Mickey. He's got, I think he went in to a fairly messy situation, and he seems to have pulled things together.
Yeah.
Although I think he feels like as though he's spinning plates all the time, and he's running back and forth.
That's how it is in the
spinning
county.
end
Yeah.
plates.
Yeah. 7:46. We need to take a commercial break. We're at Jennifer Porter here, along with Aaron Bristol. We're going to be right back.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
It's 7:48. We're going to do some recapping here. Jennifer Porter, and you got 10th annual
Taste of the Twin Lakes.
Taste of the Twin Lakes coming up on June 5th. The tickets are now available.
Yes, they are. Integrity First Bank, the Purple Door, and Serenity's offices.
And so let's do a little recap. That's going to be a lot of restaurants with a lot of food to taste.
15
and
restaurants, yes, sir. And when you buy a ticket and you come in, your water, your soda, those are free, and we'll happily supply those to you, and you get to have a wonderful time eating from 15 fabulous restaurants. And you get to visit with your neighbors. We have a lot of the same people who come every year, and I think it's a big social event for a lot of people, and we're super proud of that.
Yeah.
It's hard to have a fundraiser go for 10 years and still be really successful.
And this will be 80% for you. 8 out of 10 you've handled, right?
Yes, yes.
Now, is this a set time for the event?
Yes, it's 5:30 till 9. Doors open at 5:30.
So you show up at 5:30 and then you leave at 9, or do you just
no,
meander
you come and
in
go.
and
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have you actually walk around to visit with all the restaurants. So it's very casual. You find a table and you sit down with your neighbors or your friends, and a lot of people actually wander around all evening. They take a nibble here and take a nibble there, and then they find someone they want to sit down and visit with, so they sit down with their plate. And so you see people at, all over the place in there, just getting to visit and eating some of the wonderful food.
They did something similar to this in St. Louis back late September. My boy Greg and I were on our way to St. Louis on the 29th for Friday night baseball game at Busch Stadium, and a friend of mine lives over at I think he lives around Troy, Illinois, or Maryville, Illinois. He says, "You coming to the ball game?" I said, "Yeah, we're on West County right now." He says, "Well, once you get parked, come up on Market Street." So we parked the car down by Busch Stadium, went up on Market Street for $35. They had barbecue all up and down Market Street.
Oh, I bet that was fun.
$35, all you can eat. What a blast! I mean, everybody was there, all up and down Market Street. It was sponsored by Budweiser Select, and so the Cokes, the Budweiser. I mean, they just drop off the Cokes, the beer, whatever, and by the table, and they just kept on going. It was just big party before the game.
Right. And there's a lot of great barbecue places here. So when I'm recruiting restaurants, it's a little tempting to even maybe at some point do just a barbecue show. Because if I do more than one or two barbecues, it kind of looks bad.
Cook-off.
I think we've done something like that. It's been a long time now. We've done a lot of chili cook-offs. I mean, that's pretty common. But
well, you get a chili cook-off. Tim Tibbs from KTLO is going to win that.
Well,
I mean, he's got the market.
I
cornered on
know.
that one.
Every year at the Hillbilly Chili Cook-Off, I come up to him and because we compete too.
Oh, do you?
Serenity, yeah, because it's you get the nice little check if you
yeah.
win. So we do it for Serenity. And every year I tell Tim, just don't make your chili quite so good. We really like to win this year. We've gotten runner-up a couple
sneak
times.
up when he's not looking, put turpentine in it or something.
And he's such a popular guy anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I think that people just love visiting with him. I should have mentioned that Tim has been our announcer for probably every single taste except the first one.
Really?
Yes, and he's so much fun, and we so enjoy having him. And he's a volunteer, and can't get enough of those wonderful people.
There you go. All right, here in Bristol, JP District 2.
I want to say, get out and vote. Even if you're not voting for me, get out and vote.
Yeah. Exercise that right.
Early voting's going on right now. There's no easier time to do it. I went and voted the other day. Walked in, took me 5 minutes.
Easy.
There was one person in line in front of me.
Yep.
And people need to vote.
Yesterday we had David Sterling here. He's running for Arkansas Supreme Court, and you talk about he's got a full-time job with DHS. He's got 75 attorneys that work underneath him. Wow. And so this is kind of a statewide job, plus he's running a 75 county campaign. And he left here, we were at Old Time Restaurant, he left here at 8:35 for speaking engagement in Little Rock at 11:30. How'd you like a campaign like that?
Wow.
So like Aaron said, get out and vote. Early voting's going on right now. And a reminder, you can choose a Democrat ballot, a Republican ballot, or you can go just judicial. Now yours is decided in the primary, right? You're not on the general.
Right. There's no
general election.
There are 3 Democrats running for county offices. There are 3 primary races,
I think.
Well, Marianne Williamson and Charles Osgood for
right.
Mickey's.
But yours is decided on the 22nd. You want to follow through on the November ballot.
Yes, on the 22nd. I'm done.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
Either I've lost.
This is win or lose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like I say, this is the primary season, which determines the candidates for the political parties. You can choose your Democrat ballot, a Republican ballot, or you can go judicial only if you want to remain nonpartisan. That's where you can see Aaron's name. So.
And if you get out and vote, you don't have to register to vote again.
Yeah. I pulled out my voter ID card. They said, you need a new one. You can barely read the thing. It's so tattered and worn. So you excited about getting into the political realm?
It's
kind of like sticking your toe in the water to see if it's too cold to get in yet.
It really is. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I've been running for. I've been on city council for a long time. So
okay.
I totally appreciate what you're doing. It's tough, especially learning the first time.
And
so don't take it personal if you don't do well.
I look at the founding fathers, and a lot of them served, but their heart was really, I want to go back home.
Yeah.
And a lot of my my lack of knocking on doors has been at this point that my family's more important.
Mm-hmm.
So
you've got your job, you've got the family, you've got the homeschool.
I'm willing to serve, and yet I'm not willing to sacrifice my family for that.
Yeah.
And I think we need a lot of that. I look at some of the other people in office, and I've still got little kids.
Right.
So to see them with their older teenagers, or their kids are out of the house, and I have considered maybe this is not my time, but I also know that this would be a great lesson for my children. We want to see people. There's going to be a generation after us that's going to be leading and just making those decisions, and we want to be part of training them up,
right?
So that we can have people in the political arena that know what they're doing.
You're absolutely right. It is a lot of work, and you do lose a lot of time with your family, and it's a lot of dedication, and it's hard. It's very hard, especially your first time. And Quorum Court can be very competitive. I feel for you.
Well, it's and we have a lot of great people here in Baxter County.
Yeah, we do.
So it's not been horrible, because I've spent time talking to Kanda Reese, and she's just been great, and told me I would have to tell her. I said I have some questions, and she say, so what do you want to know? And I said, I don't even know enough to ask. And 15 minutes later, I had to say, all right, time out. My brain is full. I'm going to have to come back.
But she's wonderful.
She is.
Teresa
wonderful. Smith, and then Jamie Nicholson.
Oh, yeah.
I've honestly been a little afraid to go talk to Janae Mize, because the whole Treasury thing is really hard for me to get my brain around, and I'm afraid she would talk and my eyes would glass over, and that would be rude.
But it's good that you're going in and prefacing the possibilities of winning this and kind of knowing, but when you're walking in the river, you don't just jump in, you just wade in,
Right.
Start,
There are lots of videos about people who just jumped into the river. And we have a lot of fun watching those.
So, well, it's good to see new blood, new interest,
And I graduated college, I've been doing, and I thought I knew something. And I
the real
realized,
education to the real world.
That's quotable. I know a lot of college graduates who feel the same way.
Yes, I thought I knew something, and then getting my real estate license, I realized, well, I don't know as much as I thought I did. And then just looking at this the political arena, and I'm pretty sure that 99% of the universe is an absolute mystery to me, even just in Baxter County.
But we can get it figured out.
Yes, and there's a lot of help, and
once you sit down, and I'll give you an example. We're running out of time. We've got 2 minutes for you in the show. I've got back in. I showed Scooter 2 or 3 days ago a schematic of an old amplifier that I fixed. Now, I could have done one of two things. I could either studied it till I understood it, or think that's over my head and threw it away and stopped. I was bound determined to fix that amp. And so I learned how to trace that circuit. I asked questions. Now, what is that? Get online. And it would pinpoint, and I found, it made sense. The same thing in the Quorum Court. You talk about the Treasury, you talk about the budget, all that. Is it over my head? One step at a time.
Eating an elephant.
Yep.
One step bite at a time.
Yeah. All right, it's time for final thoughts. Let Jennifer go first. 10th Annual Taste of the Twin Lakes coming up June 5th. Tickets are now available.
They are at Integrity First Bank, Midtown, the Purple Door, and Serenity's offices. And it is June 5th. Doors open at 5:30, and it goes on until 9 o'clock. So you can wander around and enjoy the food from 15 different restaurants and see your neighbors and your friends and support Serenity.
And adult beverages available?
Yes, the Back 40 is actually selling beer and wine for us. They do it every year. They're such wonderful people.
Sounds good. Aaron, final thoughts? About 30, 40 seconds.
It's an elastic waistband event, right?
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
Okay.
Suspenders for Jerry.
Final thoughts. Everybody would certainly everybody who runs for office would like to win, and sure, I'd like to win, but I'd like for people to vote.
Yep.
And I'd like for people to start showing up at the quorum court meetings so they can see what's going on.
Be involved.
Learn something.
Yep.
Even if you're not going to stand up and talk, learn something.
Voting continues. Early voting continues through the 22nd. May is the primary. Time to go. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. Be back tomorrow.
Baumgartner up next.
The bomb is next.